this is Rusty, and welcome again to Dad's Desk. For this video, we're going to work with a constant. We're going to give everybody a 10% discount based off of the subtotal, and then we will take that discount amount, subtract it from the subtotal to get a total. A constant, whereas a variable, my definition was a memory location whose value can change during the run of the project. A constant is a memory location whose value cannot change during the run of the project, such as a discount or a tax rate, something along those lines. So let's go ahead and double click, and you can see I've added a couple of more from the previous tutorial. I've added an LBL discount label box and an LBL total label box, as well as some label boxes just with the text. So I'm going to go back over here and double click on my submit button. I'm going to come up here and create a global constant. I'll put a remark statement here. For a constant, I begin that with const, a spacebar. Then on mine, I'll use the prefix of DEC, and we will say discount 10%. Because it is a constant, I always like to define it with all capital letters after the prefix. It just lets everybody know, of user looking at the project, somebody editing the project later on, they will see that and say, oh, that's a constant because it's in all capital letters. So I will say discount underscore 10 underscore PCT. There we go. Take my caps lock off. Equal as decimal. And if I just press enter, I'm going to get an error message, as you will see right here, that says a constant must have a value. I have to give it a value right off the bat so it knows what it is equal to, since it is constant. Here I'm going to say that it is equal to 0.10 D for decimal, and you will notice when I press enter now, it takes away the trailing zeros, and that's fine. That's no problem whatsoever. Now I do need a decimal, a variable up here to store the discount amount and a total also. So I'm going to come back up here, and you might recall in the previous video I said we could put these on one line, and we can. I'll say dimension DEC decimal, or discount rather, comma DEC total as decimal. Bingo, there we go. And that's going to work just fine like that. By default, Visual Basic gives these an initial value of 0 when I declare a variable. Didn't always used to be that way. In some earlier versions, it kind of almost took its own time in deciding what it was going to be. But nowadays, they do get initial values of 0. Okay, so I've got my subtotal down here on my submit button. I'm just going to come in here, and I'm going to say that DEC discount equals DEC subtotal, oops, see, subtotal times, or shift 8, the discount percentage, DEC discount underscore 10 underscore PCT. Very, very good. And then the total will be DEC total equals the subtotal, DEC subtotal, minus the discount, DEC discount. That one right there. Now what I want to do is just go in and display those. Okay, for this one, for the discount itself, I'm not going to display that as a number, or with currency rather. It will be a number, I just won't make it currency. And I usually like to reserve the $ for the total. So sometimes the $ can kind of get in the way, but since I did it up here, I'm going to leave it. But here we will say .lbl discount dot text equals DEC discount. Let's say I'm going to change it. I'm going to do here format number. That works very well here. Format number parentheses dot. Oops, no, DEC not dot. DEC discount comma 2. There we go. I knew I'd get that eventually there. I got caught up in the two string formatting there. And then we'll say .lbl total dot text equals format currency on this one, parentheses DEC total comma 2. Excellent. Very, very good. Okay, let's go in here and click on start and see how it works using a constant. Usually when I do something like this, I kind of like to go in and use numbers that I've got a fairly good chance of understanding what the discount's going to be. For instance, if I say 50 and 50, I've got, even though they're integer values, it's going to treat them as decimals. I've got a chance knowing that 50 plus 50 is 100. A 10% discount should be 10. The result should be $90. So if I click on submit, bingo, there we go. So that's how we can use a constant in a project. In the next video, let's look at using this. What if they typed in something that was not a number and it cannot convert it? Well, we want to be able to handle that using what's called the try statement, and we'll take care of that in the next video. But as always, thank you for watching.